Welcome back to Sports World, your home of sports news. Let's get right into it. AC Milan joined Torino at the top of Serie A after a convincing 3-0 win over lowly Lecce built on their derby victory over Inter Milan last weekend. Goals in 5 first-half minutes from Alvaro Morata, Theo Hernandez and Christian Pulisic sent Milan on their way to a third straight league win and moved them level on 11 points with Torino. Milan also have a superior goal difference to Torino, which would have put the 7-time European champions top if they hadn't played a game more. Paulo Fonseca's team could have won by more as both Tammy Abraham and Ruben Loftus-Cheek struck the woodwork either side of halftime. The only sour note from the night was teenage defender Davide Barcola being sent off with 10 minutes remaining and 5 minutes after replacing Hernandez for a rash challenge on Lamek Bonda. Milan now traveled to Germany to take on Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League on Tuesday with their tails up and key attacking players in fine form. Pulisic's tap into minutes from the break was his 4th goal in as many matches for Milan, while Hernandez was back to his rampaging best, swinging in the cross for Morata's opener and lashing home the host's brilliant second. Tuesday's clash in Germany will be key for Fonseca after his team were given a footballing lesson on their own patch by Liverpool in their opening Champions League fixture earlier this month. Champions Inter will move level with Milan and Torino if they win at Udinese in Saturday's early match. A chance to bounce back from derby defeat ahead of the visit of Red Star Belgrade to the San Siro on Tuesday. A thrashing at the hands of Milan completed a horrendous week for Lecce, who sit 1 point and a place above the relegation zone. Luca Gotti's team threw away a 2-goal lead against Parma last weekend by conceding a brace of stoppage-time strikes and followed that up by being dumped out of the Italian Cup by second-tier Sassuolo. Bradley Barcola scored twice as Paris Saint-Germain downed Rennes 3-1 on Friday to stay unbeaten and move 3 points clear at the top of Ligue 1. Barcola curled in a fine finish on the half-hour in Ligue and doubled the advantage on 58 minutes with a diving header after the France forward's rasping effort clattered the post. Achraf Hakimi then set up Barcola for a simple tap-in as he overtook Marseille striker Mason Greenwood as the league's leading scorer this term with 6 goals. Former PSG youngster Enoch Calimundo reduced the deficit with a penalty 15 minutes from time following a handball by Lucas Beraldo, with a late Alidu goal for Rennes ruled out for the same reason. Luis Enrique's side can be caught back up by Monaco and Marseille this weekend. Monaco play Montpellier on Saturday before Marseille visit Strasbourg on Sunday. Brest suffered a 4th defeat in 6 games after losing 3-0 at promoted AZ ahead of their trip to Salzburg in the Champions League next week. Former Bayern Munich midfielder Xabi Alonso has experienced wild success as manager of Bayer Leverkusen so early in his coaching career after dethroning his former club last season in the Bundesliga. Alonso knows Saturday's tilt is one of the most anticipated battles for his team during the 2024-25 campaign. It's a big game. Going to the Allianz Arena is probably the toughest game of the Bundesliga season, but we're looking forward to it. We want to play well and be competitive. We know we need an almost perfect performance to take something out of the Allianz Arena. We're ready for that, said Alonso. They're having a very good start to the season. They're playing with a lot of energy and quality. The influence of Vincent Kompany has been good so far. It's a big challenge for us tomorrow. We need a lot of concentration for 90 minutes and to be ready for all situations. It appears that both squads are poised and ready to go. Gary O'Neill has revealed that several Wolverhampton Wanderers players may struggle to be fit for tomorrow's clash against Liverpool after falling ill due to a virus, while admitting he is devastated at losing Yerson Mosquera for the rest of the season. Speaking in the pre-match press conference, O'Neill had little to be optimistic about amid the squad's problems. His side are rock bottom of the Premier League after 5 games, with just a single point from a possible 15, yet to win a game. Wolves picked up their only point of the season against Nottingham Forest at the end of August, before suffering a disappointing defeat at Villa Park last weekend. O'Neill's side led for most of the game after Matheus Cunha opened the scoring, but 3 late goals from Aston Villa sealed their fate, inflicting another frustrating loss. With Liverpool up next, Wolves' search for their first win of the season may be prolonged for another week, with a trip to Brentford looming on the 5th of October. Ange Postecoglou has said that it is not sustainable for Son Heung-min to feature in every match for Tottenham this season and that the forward has already played more than was initially planned in the opening weeks of the new campaign. The 32-year-old limped off the pitch after receiving treatment in the 71st minute of Spurs' Europa League victory over Karabakh on Thursday and is a doubt for the team's match against Manchester United this weekend. With what his coach described as fatigue in his hamstring, Son has made for 115 appearances for Spurs in all competitions since signing for the club in 2015 and has featured in every game this season. including the Carabao Cup third round win over Coventry City on September 18th. That would be all for now. Subscribe, turn on the notification icon so you never miss out on any content posted, and thanks for watching.